Hey, sports fans! Welcome to Sports Jabber with J and J. I'm Jama.
I'm Jonathan. There's two fans that have a passion for sports. Want to share our opinions in this segment, talk about the issues of the day in each sport, and give our opinions on it. The first topic, we have a few topics here today for you. First topic we want to talk about: NFL just wrapped up its season with the Super Bowl. Payton Manning wins it. Did he ride out on top, or is he going to stay around for another season? I think he's going out on top. Why would you want to come back after a season like that? You didn't play well to start with. You got benched in the season. Yeah, you were hurt. You had the issue with the plantar fasciitis, but you didn't play well. Broncos, even if he wants to come back, shouldn't take him back. Brock Osweiler came in, proved himself that he is the quarterback of the future, and they need to ride that. Now, he is supposed to be a free agent, so they at first have to re-sign him.
Right.
But re-sign and let Payton Manning, if he wants to come back, go to another team. Otherwise, Payton Manning, he should pack up and go. Will he? I don't know. He's like going to drag this out. But, you're not going to, if you come back, you're not going to be playing at the level you want. I know he's a competitor. He has an ego like everybody else. And no, stay away. Stay away.
His head's growing too big for the helmet.
See,
All that HGH went right to his forehead. And they can't build a bigger helmet to hold that.
see, the thing I have with that is he already decided before when they interviewed him, he said, I'm going to drink a lot of beers, and Von Miller is going to buy for everybody. He might have the Brett Favre syndrome, where he says he's going to retire, he doesn't. I'm afraid he's going to come back, and that's going to end up ruining his career. There's so many people that are saying that the legacy of his career is going to be how many rings he has, but then that's going to negate his career achievements,
His career achievements speak for themselves. Number one in basically every category possible.
Okay.
There's nothing left for him to accomplish. He's not gonna get the 4 Super Bowl rings Tom Brady has. There's no way he's winning 2 more Super Bowls.
I don't know that, though. You don't
I do
know that.
I do
the
know
defense that they have, though, it could happen.
Could. Probably not.
Their defense destroyed Cam Newton, though.
They got lucky in the playoffs there. When they faced the Steelers did not have Antonio Brown. They're big threat.
Okay.
Because when they played each other in the season, Steelers
they
Steelers
killed
won.
them.
Yeah.
They killed them.
So you've taken away the Steelers'
Right.
big threat. So yeah, they're gonna win. Get him back in there. Get another season. Broncos defense isn't young, and they do have some free agents on there.
Right,
So who are they going to bring back?
Right.
Are they going to be as good next year? Their offense was terrible with Manning in there, and even Osweiler. He didn't do very well. He had a good start, then faded. But Peyton Manning, you come back if the Broncos take him. Your defense is going to carry you most of the way, but your offense still has to score. And I don't think that their offense is going to be able to score enough with Peyton Manning or Brock Osweiler, really.
See, the issue I have with that is Peyton Manning did look like garbage in the Super Bowl.
Like most times.
Well, like most of the season, right? When they benched
just
him.
most times he's in playoffs. He's a terrible playoff quarterback.
Okay, but still, though.
That's his only reason he can come back is if he wants to prove himself to be a big game quarterback. Because for me, greatest regular season quarterback. Postseason, though, he has always underperformed.
Whoa!
Never. You look at his stats, he does not have good stats in the postseason.
Whoa!
He doesn't. He is not a good quarter. Both Super Bowls he won.
Sir!
Both Super Bowls he won, his defense carried him. Even that one with the Colts. Bob Sanders had to come back and lead that defense because offensively they were not that good.
They had Edgerrin James and Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Edgerrin James were running back, so Peyton Manning did not have to do anything. He did not have to do as much. The defense carried them both times. The 2 times where they made the Super Bowl and the defense wasn't there, he didn't do anything. What did he do against the Seahawks?
Okay,
he got one touchdown.
Defense, the Seahawks were on blitzkrieg. They had a bunch of defensive players on HGH.
In his defense,
steroids.
In his defense, actually, not his defense, He was supposed to be this great quarterback. The Broncos had this magical season. The offense is lighting it up. They get to the Super Bowl, lay a huge egg.
Please just stop it.
Huge egg.
Oh, please just tell him to
Great
stop
regular
it.
season quarterback, mediocre postseason quarterback. Mediocre at best.
Okay, sports fans, so we're going to move on from that before it gets more heated than it was. Hey, welcome back, sports fans, to the Sports Jab with J&J. Now, Golden State, as we approach the All-Star break here, Golden State is on the blitzkrieg. They've already broken the Chicago Bulls' early season record. So, can they be stopped? Or will they be stopped? Or are they just going to go through the league in complete chaos?
They will not be stopped.
Really?
Not in the regular season.
What evidence do you have to support this?
The only chance that they have to be stopped is if Greg Popovich comes up with something.
Wow! He's 90! What are you talking about?
And he's a genius.
He's 90!
He's been with
He needs to be in a wheelchair!
He's been the head coach of the Spurs for, 20 years?
In a wheelchair!
He has, 5 rings?
They killed San Antonio earlier when they played him!
Yes, but he has a lot of time to plan for it.
Wow!
Lots of time. Plenty of time to plan for it.
No!
He is smart. He is going to come up with something in a 7-game series. Now, do I think the Spurs are going to win? No. But the best chance anyone has of stopping Golden State would be the Spurs. Who else lines up to it?
LeBron James.
No.
Best player in the planet.
Oh, and how did they fare, their 2 matchups this year?
Kyrie Irving, they weren't healthy. Kevin Love does not know his identity on the team. LeBron can't do it all by himself.
Yeah, bring
LeBron
Kyrie
can't
Irving.
do it all by himself.
Yeah, bring Kyrie Irving in there. Okay, that brings their 30-point loss down to a 20-point
Does
loss.
someone raise a hand if LeBron can't do it all by himself right now? Oh, stop it.
It's not gonna.
Golden
State's gonna sweep. The only chance they have is the Spurs. They're the only ones that can stop them.
Whatever.
Only ones.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, because LeBron, he's
best player on the planet. Best player on the planet.
Is Steph Curry better? Who's the runaway MVP right now?
Stephen Curry. Right now, as it goes.
Well, yeah,
but there's still another All-Star break has to be over.
Best player right now.
Stephen Curry. Babyface assassin.
So how can you say LeBron's the best player in the NBA when you just said Stephen Curry's
Because
the
it
best
said
player?
All-Star break. LeBron could have an All-Star moment after the All-Star break.
Could.
He will.
Will not.
He will.
He will take his team to the finals yet again.
And he will win.
And he will meet
win.
He will meet the Warriors.
Whatever.
And the Warriors will win in 5.
Talk to
They
my
will
hand.
the Cavaliers will steal 1 game out of it.
Please talk to my hand.
1 game.
Talk to my hand. Not listening.
Cavs.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yes.
Really?
Golden State.
Golden State.
All the way. Not even a fan of Golden State.
Okay,
But
Mr.
going all
Camouflage
the way.
today, huh? Mr. Camouflage. Ooh.
yes. Welcome back, sports fans. Okay, so we already determined Golden State probably winning the NBA championship, but they have come out. Has been reports recently that there's a possibility that Carmelo Anthony could be traded to the Cavs for Kevin Love. If that happens, well, 1, is it a good idea? And 2, does that push the Cavs over to possibly challenge Golden State?
So I'm going to say yes to this trade, and there's going to be about 3 reasons why. First one, LeBron and Melo came out of the same draft class. Second, they played each other in high school. They're obviously very good friends off the court. And third, that would give Cleveland that unsung third scorer that they'd be dying to find if LeBron is having an off night scoring, wants to just facilitate, they'd have Carmelo to do it with.
But Carmelo has a stigma of not being able to win. Denver, he can get into the postseason, but he can never get him over that hump. New York, same way. So he has a stigma going
New York
with him.
sucks, though.
But
They
he
were
was
an
supposed to be
awful
the
team.
savior. He's a
They
top.
didn't give him the
He's a
tools,
top
though.
pick. He was supposed to lead this team. Now, being with LeBron, will he be able to take a step back and be the third wheel? Because 1, LeBron's number 1, Kyrie's number 2, Carmelo will be number 3. Can he accept that? If he can, yes, it will be a good trade. That will help the Cavaliers. If he can't, it's just going to be detrimental to the Cavaliers, and they should just keep Kevin Love. Kevin Love has pretty much already accepted that he is the third wheel on that team. He's, not
Kevin
really
Love can't find his identity, though, on that team.
But if Carmelo can't accept being a third wheel, it's going to be the same situation. He's not going to be able to find his identity. He's going to want to shoot, but LeBron and Kyrie both need to shoot. They need their touches with the ball as well. Can he accept it? I don't know if he can. And if he does go and he's able to accept it, will they beat the Golden State Warriors? Maybe. Maybe that will push him over. It all depends on how they guard Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, or if they're able to slow down that attack. But like I said, it's all dependent on Carmelo Anthony. Can he accept taking that step back and roll where he's no longer the lead dog? He is going to have to be the third wheel.
I think if the old Carmelo Anthony shows up to the Cavaliers team...
he's old.
The prolific scorer of the Cavaliers that used to play in Denver, they'd have enough firepower. LeBron James makes everybody around him on the court better. He's like the grape Kool-Aid without the sugar.
He's like the grape Kool-Aid without the sugar.
Yes.
Interesting way of putting it. But Carmelo Anthony... You will get the old Carmelo Anthony because he is old.
He is not.
He plays old.
He's still putting up numbers at his age.
Not great
You
numbers.
put him on a team with LeBron James,
and he
one of the best players on the planet. He would put up 30 points a game easily.
How easily? Because once again, LeBron and Kyrie need their touches. They're going to take their shots.
So have the ball touching LeBron. And have him give Carmelo. You put Carmelo in the elbow, open shot, LeBron James. Oh, drive kick. 3-point Carmelo.
If he makes it, but how many times are you going to get him the ball? Like I said,
multiple.
Kyrie, LeBron are going to take their shots. Plus, you have other people on the team that want to take shots. How many touches will Carmelo get, and how many opportunities will he have to score? And when he gets the ball, is he just going to throw it up, or is he going to be able to facilitate it as well?
This guy's impossible, guys.
Too many good ideas coming from me. You can't handle it. You can't come back from the greatness I'm spitting out.
The greatness that you're spitting out.
Exactly.
What is it, like water? Or is it like chicken noodle soup?
Water's essential.
Chicken noodle soup? Ramen noodles? Or what? Like ramen noodles?
No, ramen noodles aren't.
I mean, I like my soup with crackers, but I mean, ramen noodles? You're sounding like ramen noodles without the water. Stale. Crunchy. Non-existent.
No, they still exist.
Yeah. If Carmelo Anthony goes to the Cavs, they are an automatic top-notch to beat the Golden State Warriors in the finals.
It gives them a better shot, but I still think Golden State will win.
Oh my gosh, I can't do this.
Be right back. Warriors, yes, they will beat the Cavs. But now, will the Warriors beat the Bulls' all-time record?
Yes. Yes, they will.
So that counts, they'll beat the record, but you think that they're going to lose in the...
Yes, all they have to do is go 25-5 to beat the Bulls' record. The Bulls, you look at it, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, the guy with the rainbow hair, Luke Longley, Steve Kerr. Golden State Warriors, Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, Andrew Bogut, and
Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Steve Kerr's their head coach.
Exactly.
I mean, Stephen Curry is good for 30 points himself on a good night.
By the third quarter, then he sits out the fourth because they dominate that much.
Yes, so why? They're gonna crush the Bulls' record.
They will beat the record, and I say that they're gonna cruise through the NBA Finals.
They'll sweep everybody. They should if they're playing.
Oh,
they'll even beat the Spurs.
Easily beat
everybody. Beat your Spurs.
I didn't say the Spurs are going to win. I said the Spurs have the best chance to beat them.
Popovich belongs in the wheelchair, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, belongs in the wheelchair with his 5 rings.
Oh, yeah, he had Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and David Robinson. No big deal. Nobody's keeping track.
Everyone wins with a...
No one's keeping track.
Everyone wins with a superstar.
Okay. All right.
Phil Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Like how many
okay.
Yeah. Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich, all of the coaches that won a ton.
Wheelchairs.
Always have.
Wheelchairs.
Always have a Hall of Fame. At least one Hall of Famer on there. Everyone. So to diminish a coach's, success because, he had this player, Every coach has that. Everyone. Be right back. Welcome back. It just finish off that last topic here. If you think Carmelo will be good for the Cavaliers, comment below. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. You already know what my opinion is. See if you guys agree.
All right, guys, we're going to go to the next topic here. Now, there's been a lot of early retirements in the NFL, including the person that I sleep, breathe, and loved on the Niners, 52, Patrick Willis. He retired in the offseason after 9 seasons. Now, is this going to be a constant thing in the NFL with the concussions and players just being more smarter about the game?
I think we will see, every year there'll probably be a couple people that might retire earlier than they should. Will it be to the extent as last year? Probably not. I mean, this whole concussion again, it's not a new topic anymore. They're constantly talking about it. There's more information coming about on it. Things are significantly safer in the NFL right now with the concussion protocol. So will there be as much as last year? No. But there will still be some, and I get it. Some people come in, they may, think of NFL one way, they might get a concussion, and it really gets them to start thinking, do I want to pursue this? After 1 year in the NFL, I mean, you're set for a while. I mean, you don't get, a small paycheck for that 1 year.
Right, you're getting paid millions.
Exactly. So 1 year, if you don't think it's going to be right for you, yeah, there are going to be some that want to retire. They do think about their health, especially people with family. If you have, wife, kids,
True.
Maybe play a couple years, get a couple concussions. Yeah, you might really want to consider leaving because you want to remember the time you spend with your kids. And if you play in the NFL and get 5 concussions, you might not. And you actually want to be able to, after the game is done, once you're done with the game, you want to be able to live a regular life.
Right.
All these people, all these ex-players coming out afterwards, they're not quite all there. Some are, some seem to go better than others. But they're oftentimes, ex-NFL players, they're not living like they would want to if they maybe, cut it off earlier.
So you're saying we're going to see maybe a couple, because this year in the NFL, we saw Willis, we saw Chris Borland, we saw Anthony Davis, Wes Welker was on the bubble for a while too. He got signed by St. Louis. I mean, that's about 4.
Well, Welker, he wasn't an early retirement. I mean, he had been playing for a while. He had a lot of concussions. Now, a couple of those were from the Niners, or they're just getting off of a bad team. Just throwing that out there. Maybe they just don't want to play with the Niners anymore. It's like, I'm just going to retire. And I'm just going to say it's because head injury.
So are you saying that Willis retired because he was on a bad team?
I'm just throwing it out there.
They went to 3 NFC title games before he retired.
Hey,
he retired because he didn't want to be crippled, not because they sucked.
Just throwing it out there. You never know. That could be it. Maybe they saw what Kaepernick truly is.
Okay.
This year was a bust.
So if Aaron Rodgers retired right now, would he retire because the Packers suck? Is that what you're saying?
He's part of what makes the Packers great.
Okay. So if he retired because of concussions, you'd be like, oh, that's okay. It's not because they suck.
Well, no, if he retired because of concussions, I would have to think about that because he hasn't had a concussion. So if he has one and then decides to hang it up, then that'd be a little weird. But who knows? Maybe if he got one concussion, he'd start thinking about life after the NFL and want to retire. But, Packers are, with Aaron Rodgers, they're going to be in the mix year after year.
But they've choked every year. Let's not put that out of the window either. I mean,
I'll admit to that. They have choked.
So Chris Borland for the Niners, he was playing for a year, 2 years, coming up on the second year, and he retired for the Niners. Yeah. He would have probably been the predecessor of Patrick Willis. He retired because of the research he did to concussions. So, I mean, what do you say about that?
Research probably played 75% of it. 25% is maybe it's just the Niners. Maybe. You never know. You just throw that out there. 49ers did suck this year.
Yeah, well, it's not their fault that their coach sucked, too, as well.
Well, that's true. Maybe that's another reason why they wanted to leave.
They lost about half of their team in the offseason.
That could be another reason why Willis and Moreland wanted to leave. Jim Harbaugh left. They saw who was coming
Jim
in.
Harbaugh was a garbage coach.
He made that team good, though. He got them to a Super Bowl.
He took Kaepernick out of his comfort zone. He tried to make him something he was not.
How did Kaepernick do with the new coach?
Well, the coach didn't have a good scheme that worked his skill set.
Exactly. So if they would just kept Harbaugh, they at least had something that worked. Now, was it all-time great? No, but it worked. But, this year, not as many retirements. People are smart about it. It'll be fine.
Well, we're getting pretty heated here, sports fans, but thank you for tuning in to this episode of Sports Jab with J&J. Please hit that like button on our channel and please subscribe. We'll be happy to have more episodes with you. Top of the morning to you.
If you have any questions or comments, comment below. We'll be happy to answer them. Just have a good night.